and this is another episode of Chit Chat with BLMC Mortgage Corporation, and we appreciate you joining us this morning. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about how to save for a down payment, and what is the most important part of buying a house is making sure you're ready to buy the house with your investment in the property. So right before we started this episode, we were discussing some of the fun things that we've had happen with some of our clients that have come to closing not prepared back in the olden days, I guess I should say, back in the 90s when I first started this. My example is I actually had a borrower show up with a Chick-fil-A bag of cash. You cannot do that. You cannot come with a bag of cash to closing. Now there's all sorts of regulations on how the attorneys can accept the down payment and the funds to close. You either have to wire the money, cashier's check. That could be a whole episode in
money
and of
that we
itself.
verified was your money.
That's the key word, is verified.
Correct. What is an example?
I had a borrower that had a large deposit in his bank account, and when I asked him where it came from, it was money that he had buried in the backyard. No joke. No joke. So we obviously couldn't use it.
Yes,
That's how I saw safer than a bank.
So 60 days, we need to be able to document for 60 days that it was your money. So that money that was found in the backyard, buried.
Not found. He
Or it was buried in the
intentionally
backyard.
put it
there
there.
was a treasure map.
If that were the case, I need to go so I can go dig in my backyard.
We're gonna advise him to go take that money to the bank, deposit it into a savings account, and in 60 days, provide us with a bank statement that shows that he has that money. And then we can use that money moving forward as verification that he has documented his down payment.
Exactly.
That actually happened to me. It's a good example. I did have a guy that had been mining cryptocurrency. I don't know how
Notice they're all
that's done. I know. I don't know how that's done. But he had cryptocurrency and he wanted to buy a house that was being built. So we had some time. So he went ahead and converted that cryptocurrency
For real? We did that really?
to real currency and put that into his bank. And then we had about 90 days.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And then we verified it for closing, and he's a happy homeowner. So
Right.
there are creative ways you could do it, but you have to follow the rules
guidelines.
that we have to follow.
We
So-
love it when you're actually saving money in your employer's 401k plans that are out there, where they're actually giving you money to save money. That's an amazing way to save money for your down payment. And it's super easy for us to verify, and it's very legal for us to verify it that way. Some of you might be saying, why do you have to verify the cash? Why do I have to know that? It's because the government actually commissions mortgage brokers and mortgage bankers to make sure that the money that's going into the investment of the home is not from money laundering. So we're actually looking for money laundering when we're verifying your cash to close. So make sure that you're documenting everything that you're doing along the way to save your money. If you've sold a car, make sure you keep a copy of the title of the car. Make sure you keep a copy of the check from your buyer. Things like that. Just be able to explain where your down payment came from.
Well, and a lot of people don't know either that you are not allowed to borrow money for your down payment. Your down payment just has to be money that you've saved. It cannot be you're getting a loan for your down payment.
But it can be a gift from a family member. It has to be a documented family member. And that family member is also going to have to show us where they came up with the money to give to you. So there's lots of great ways to save money. We hope that you will call Shelley Weatherall, Angie Pryor, Carolyn Phillips, or Joel Bloom, and you will be able to talk to us about how you can get into your first home or buy a bigger home.
One thing we wanted to kind of talk about, I'm going to back up. The biggest myth out there is that you need 20% for a down payment.
Oh, yeah.
And that is not true. We have a lot of first-time home buyer programs starting at 3%, 3.5%. There's a few that have a lot of restrictions, but great loans at 0. And if you're a veteran, no down payment is required for a VA loan.
Good
So,
point,
yeah.
Shelley.
So please give us a call. Let's talk about your options. You might be able to do this sooner than you expected.
Love it. You guys, thank you so much. Make sure you go to our blog, myblmc.com, and read all about the fun ways you can save for a down payment. Have a great day. Bye.